Yo, my name is Piper. I am 34 years old. I have a neurological disease called Friedreich's ataxia. It's it's a form of ataxia. It's called FA by most of us. It's a mouthful.
That's what she said.
I am 34. I think I said that already, but I live alone. So welcome. I usually get my news from the Facebook page for Friedrich's ataxia. I will link it in the description because it's very, very good. I learn so much on there, and I feel like when people ask a question, I can give them my take, my experience. I find a lot of people have the same issues I am dealing with. So honestly, if you're looking for like community, I would suggest checking them out. It's great. Anyway, I just saw a comment on there a few days ago by this one girl who said she was 17 and she just got diagnosed with FA, and she's a little nervous, understandably. And she wanted to ask about our frequency of bladder. Girl, we all deal with it. It's not really subjective. We all deal with it. I think anyone with any progressive disorder, they're gonna deal with it. The bladder is a muscle, and with our ataxia, all of our muscles would get weak, and it is a very viable question, I think. We usually have comments like, oh, go every few hours, or, actually, I think that's it. Sometimes, actually, some medication works well, but, I think the most common thing is use the bathroom frequently. I almost told her to again go frequently, but I remembered I have better advice. Here it is. When I was in the hospital a few weeks ago, what my treatment in order to get out was I had a lot of fluid in my ankles and surrounding my heart, and in order to leave, I had to pee it out. Now, I was a little too weak to constantly go to the bathroom, and I, I just flat out refused to use a catheter. I The statistics on catheter usage, the UTI, the probable UTI. I don't like UTIs. I haven't had one in a long time, but I don't want to have them any time ever again. I don't like them, they hurt. And mostly I'm talking about females. We Actually, I don't know how males do with UTIs. Do you guys get them at all? Or I'm assuming you do get them, just not as often. But they are not a good feeling. I don't like them. Anyway, though, in the hospital, they use this thing called the PureWick. And when they put it out, I flat out thought it was a catheter. And I told them, no, 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 I don't want a catheter. It's not. It isn't going in you. It is this long cylinder kind of sponge that they put around the opening of your area, and with the tube, it sucks out any fluid that you produce into little the hose, and it goes into the canister and it fills with the pee. I'm gonna show you a little video of how they put it in. I might, scare everybody to death if you had to watch me do it. So I will.
The wick to the tubing. When you're placing the wick, you want to have your thumb at the level of the top part of the wick, and then the thumb goes to the level of the pubic bone. You want the urethra to be at around the top third of the wick. Before placing the wick, you want to separate the legs, the gluteus, and the labia, and then let the body go back together, and the body will hold the wick in place. When it's time to remove the wick, you again separate the legs, gluteus, and the labia, and remove the wick. You can separate the wick from the tubing and dispose of the wick.
Anyway, this tubing, it has a suction in it, and when you use the bathroom, it goes into the hose, into the canister, and it works. I'm also going to put a link in the description of the machine. The machine is quite a pretty penny, I'm not gonna lie. And all I will say is go to your doctor and beg. They will figure out how to pay for it, but you have to beg them for it, and they will consider getting one for you. If you can, I would suggest the travel PureWick. I think it's like 800 or 900. Kind of a pretty penny. Anyway, it will work if you go out no matter what, and the other PureWick is good for when you're in bed and you have to go pee, but you can't get up. But if this helps anyone in any way, I really hope so. It's a great thing. I recommend it to anyone who needs one. And I know this is kind of a shorter video. I am getting my tooth pulled next week. I've had a lot to get ready for, and I will let you in on that next week. But I will talk to you another time.